Hi, Christine Collins here with Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation. Just want to welcome you to Coffee and Connections, and today we're going to be chatting with Kathy Rankin.
Hello.
So Kathy has been with our department how many years, Kathy?
32 years.
32 years. So Kathy has seen a lot of change in this department.
Yes, I have. Abenaki's looking great with new buildings, maintenance, the lodge, downtown facilities. Everything's upgraded. Big change.
Yeah. So when you first started, there was like a lot of buildings at
There was like 5 small sheds that people donated back probably in the 60s, I'm not sure, but they were all filled with rats and mice, and it's very nice to have a new building.
Right. So Kathy actually has, when you come over to Pop Whalen Ice and Art Center and Abenaki Ski Area, if you go straight like you're going to Abenaki, to the right of it is a huge maintenance building that was built, I think, 2 years?
3 years, and then the lodge is 2 years old.
Yep. So she finally got her dream to have her own personal space that was one big building. And Kathy, what are some of the jobs that you do here?
In the winter, we stay here at the Abenaki Ski Area and do grooming, snowmaking, maintenance of the lodge, Pop Whalen, and of our equipment, plowing. Summer times, we move into town to all the town parks and mow, trim, weed, plant flowers, 3 beaches. We just move with the year-round positions.
Right. Right. So in the winter, you'll find Kathy's usually one of our groomers. There's two to three other people that we have, but she's the primary groomer on the hill. You'll see her there. And then she definitely takes the lead on the Zamboni as far as changing out the blade and scraping the ice down. Also, she is the person when you come in, you'll come in off season, which would be like September, if you come in September, Kathy is actually getting the rink ready. So that ice actually needs to be laid down, right? So they have to lay down the water, then we paint.
Yes, we usually start the last week of September, so that we normally open around the 15th of October. And there's plenty of cleaning after sitting all summer and prepping this concrete, cleaning the facility and the glass, and then yes, adding water once the chillers bring the temperature down.
And then how does that ice come out when we close down in April, the beginning of April? How is that gonna come down?
We'll just shut the equipment off and let the ice come up to about 33 degrees, and then the bond will break, and we'll take a loader and push all the snow and push it out the door into a dump truck and put it in the gravel parking lot to melt. And then we hire in a guy to machine wash the floor, so that tennis normally comes in right after we dry out.
Right. I think some people were under the impression that we just let it melt and then...
No, we have no drain. No drain.
Right. If we let it melt, we would be flooded. So she actually takes big chunks of that out. Some of it is like slush, but some of it is actually big chunks.
It's a quick process. If you catch it at the right moment, it's about 6 hours for 2 people.
Yep. So Kathy has been, like she said, 32 years with Wolfeboro Parks and Recreation, and she is our go-to girl for a lot of information. I'm often trying to get it on paper because she has so much knowledge up here, but she is the person we go to ask a lot of questions. And not only has the experience, but she really has a love for her job and the properties, and she takes a lot of pride in her work. And the staff that she trains, she tries to give them the same kind of training and try to teach them to love what they do too, just because it's hard to find someone who's that passionate about their job and really takes care of it. And we are very lucky to have her. And I couldn't do my job as good as I do if I didn't have somebody like this doing their job and really making my job easy, because just telling me what I need to do to help assist her. And so we're really fortunate to have you, and I'm glad you could share some of your knowledge with everyone so they get an idea of what our maintenance department does. Most recreation departments don't have their own maintenance department, so we are really lucky to have a maintenance department. And I would say lucky, and it's definitely needed, because most recreation departments do not do the jobs that we do over at Wolfeboro Parks and Rec. Between operating our own ski area, operating our own ice arena, 3 town beaches, tennis courts, basketball courts, parks, pickleball, right? Like, we have a lot of facilities and properties that we manage, and cemeteries. We didn't even touch on all the cemeteries we have, which is
Right.
another whole process. How many are there again?
43 the town overlooks,
Mhm.
which our department, and that's a process because they're all way out in the woods.
Right, right. Some people don't even know about them because they are in the woods. So thanks for joining us today. And if you want to learn more about Parks and Recreation and see what we do, we definitely welcome you to come visit. And like we said, we put the ice in September, late September. We pull it out in the beginning of April. So if you're ever around, you can pop in and see the process. And then same thing with snowmaking. She's part of the snowmaking process, so you can always pop in. Before we open December 26th, they are getting the hill ready and making snow and getting all the implements in. So it's definitely a process to see. I think sometimes we don't realize how much work it is or even understand the process, and it is pretty interesting and makes you appreciate it a little bit more when you see that. All right, well, that's all we have. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.